Have you ever started building your city and then all of a sudden realize, well, I have to stop a little bit and plan this before I do anything else? And that's exactly where I am right now. We did plan some of the road layout here for this area last time, but this is not the area that I'm thinking about. Actually, the area that I'm thinking about is right here, next to the low density residential and the specialized industry as well. So, and why am I saying that? It's just because if you look at the map right now, the city is spreading quite nicely, and there is a big cloud providing us a little bit of shadow in there. Yeah, there's a lot of cloud coverage right now. But what I want to do is look at a few things. I've noticed that we sometimes had an icon and we have something burning in here. Is that a car crash? It is. And this motorcycle has burned. I love to see how this goes because we have like the police car in here. Some people turning around in there, just making sure that they get away. We have this muscle car in here as well, which I quite like as well. Look at that. So nice. And police car is taking care of the scene. We may get some, let me see. Our engine is also dispatched, although it's not coming anymore, I think because it's burned down, there's no point in coming here. Police car is securing the accident. And on this one, well, nothing is going to happen, although it was involved in the car accident. But anyway, I've got a lot distracted and that's not why we're here. So this is the icon that I was mentioning. We have no currently vehicles available. That's because our bus depot have a capacity of 25 vehicles. We have all of them in use and potentially like we have 3 going back for maintenance. So we need to expand that. I think that I will use this opportunity to actually make these all electrical buses. I think that will help us and we will expand this a little bit. Now all our new electric buses will go out and hopefully we'll have more than enough capacity in there. So as you can see, the passenger capacity is still the same. They're just electrical vehicles. Now, do they look any different from the outside? I don't think they change quite a lot. Oh, this rain. It's raining quite a lot. But yeah, this was one of the things. Before we even expand this area and start planning for that, we'll take a look at all our services in here. So starting with healthcare, we do have a new healthcare in here, although they might still complain this area because it's higher density. We do have one in here that kind of helps with this area, and we don't have anything over here. I think when we expand this area, we can work on that. Same thing with death care. We just have that cemetery, but that's taking care of everything that we need. We have 99% availability. In terms of garbage management, still we don't have anything in the city for that, but we are exporting our garbage and it's being more than enough at the moment. So I'll keep it like that. Schools, yeah, we have our one elementary school in here, still enough for what we need. High school, more than enough. And college, it's actually very close to the limit. I'll expand that, add some extra extension wings in there and make sure that we have larger capacity as we were at capacity in here. So this will help us a little bit. And we can look at some of the things like, for example, city statistics. Unemployment, we need more jobs for some people, that's all right. In terms of education, we can see that educated citizens is going up. We can see that the well-educated citizens, now that we have the college, is also going up, which is bringing more demand for offices. So that is really good. Uneducated is stable. The highly educated is still 0. We don't have any universities, so that's understandable. And this should be all right. If you look at happiness as well, in terms of health, it's stable. Well-being is kind of stable, although it reduced a little bit, but we can look into that as well. Looking at services is a good way to improve their happiness, especially if you look at here. High crime is one of the biggest things that are complaining, and the unreliable healthcare coverage as well. If you look at, let's start with fire and rescue, just following the bar in here. Definitely, we don't have anything in this area for fire and rescue. We have one over there. And I think it would be fair to say that anything we add in here would help them quite a lot in terms of coverage. And I have a really nice spot for them right here, making them all happy and coverage, well, covered. For police, we do have some problems in there. We do have the police station in here. We have another one in here, but we have nothing on this area. And what I'm thinking is that we might be able to get something somewhere in here that might help us. I'm thinking next to the industry actually would be a good idea to have that. And I'll do this over here. Hopefully this will give us what we need. We do mess around with the terrain a little bit in there. I'll try to make this look a little bit better. And let's see if I reduce this a little bit. Yeah, that's actually awful now. So good thing that we are changing this, because this doesn't look good. There you go. Doesn't need much, just make it look a little bit better. Our police cars are already out patrolling. Depending on how this goes, we may do a garage extension for some of these police stations. But if you look at this, 25% crime probability, 92 number of criminals at the moment, and 63.6% the crime success rate. So this and this is basically what we are trying to reduce, right? Catch those criminals and reduce the amount of crime in the city. This will hopefully help with the coverage in this whole area. Yeah, as you can see, all of my police cars are going to the industry. I wonder why. But with the color of the buildings in here, this is very clear why they're going in this place. So hopefully, as they go, the color of the buildings will start to change as they change in here and there. If we just look at this, you'll see that happening. With our crime rate hopefully getting better, we can take a look at other things, and they might stop complaining about high crime. But that'll be something that we'll look in sometime in the future. Now, a few things that I feel like we may need in here. There are mainly, well, that's one, that's the main thing that I think we'll need in here. One is a cargo train station that will hopefully be around the industry, and that will expand that industry or those farms, by the way, because if you look at production, the demand for livestock and for vegetables is just insane. Like, I don't know why we need that much, but we will try to tackle that a little bit more. Wood production and grain is pretty good, so that is not a big deal. I know that we have more fertile land over here and there, so maybe that's an area that we also tackle, but definitely in here is something that I would like to do. So to do that, we will need to connect things out in here. And what I'm thinking is that this road might go to the other side, and we also connect this on this side, and maybe I change this road to something with higher capacity, like this main one that we have in here, so we can meet with this one, creating like another, it's not a real ring, but sort of a ring in there that we can create a cargo train station in here and connect everything up. But now to do that, we also need the cargo or the train depot, where we have to unlock some things. Let's look into this. Let's unlock the train is just one point, which is quite good, and that will enable me to put the cargo or the rail yard, it's not depot, and this is absolutely massive. So my first thing is, where should this go? I'm thinking this might be a good area for this to go. If you look at this, I have a straight line in here. We have a possible highway connection to connect things up, and this would make sense really to have this in there. So what I would need here is basically those two tiles, but it also feels like we need to bring electricity. We have our electricity cables going that way, so we would need to bring something over here as well, and I need a tile connecting this to make that happen. I might actually get those two just to make my life a little bit easier in that sense, and then oh, you know what, let's go. Why not? I'll build this, I'll create the interchange in here. I'll use one of the pre-made interchange services that we have. I'm thinking about this one because this is very, well, this is the size that we need. I might just go and grab that tile as well. And this will give me everything that I need. I'll do this and I'll be right back. Alright, some of that planning and cargo train lines actually are all done. So we just need to create the lines and we will do that together. As you can see, we have this new junction here with a ton of garbage trucks coming in there. That's actually quite interesting to see, although they're not, let's see, dump truck. Yeah, they're going to the cargo train terminal, which is closed, by the way, but actually has a bunch of stuff in there that is doesn't seem to be right. Are they bringing in something new? They're like bringing different type of materials in there, although that's cool. Yeah, if I pay attention to what they're saying, then I'll see what they're bringing. Yeah, so I don't know why that's being used, but we've made this new interchange in here, which is basically the same as the one we have in there. I had to work with the land a little bit. I think you can see where I went out there and dug that a little bit, but I think this would be in our favor because, well, we need to work with this a little bit better, and we need a flat area for this as well. So coming through here, this goes above the road in there, although I'm not 100% happy with this retention wall in here, but it is what it is, I guess. And they'll go around, connect to the rail yard that we will turn that on at the moment. And this will go and go above this canal that we have in here that we might be able to... Is this something that I could safely do? I don't know if that'll make any sense to have that with water or what that would cause. maybe let's play with this and see what happens. If it doesn't work, we can always, oh, we need to buy that tile. All right. Which I bought some new tiles, by the way, just because, well, that was needed and I've done it. That's the only reason we need, right? This is actually not enough, not deep enough. So maybe what we should look for is something like this. And yeah, this will start bringing the water in there a little bit. I'll obviously play around with this and make this a little bit nicer, but just because of that tiny bit, we might need to buy that new tile in there. Oh, that's so annoying. Or we do something like that, which, to be honest, might be exactly what we do. And then we work with the terrain around here just to make it look a little bit nicer. All right, this is it. And we'll see how this goes from here. And I believe, well, I do hope actually that this is actually going downhill. Yeah, I need to just fix this a little bit in there. And then, yep, still a little bit more. There we go. And then this is completely downhill from here. And we'll see how that goes. It'll take a while for the water to get in here and fill all this space. But, you know, I'm happy with creating this canal for ourselves in here for the first time. We'll see how that all looks and if it doesn't mess with the water in there. So I'll keep an eye on that. I don't know if, because we are diverting some sort of water in here, if this will reduce the amount of water going there. But anyway, this is not something that we should care too much about now, because we are doing something else, which is turning our first cargo train terminal on, and that will be all we need to create our line, if I can remember what that is. All right, so going here, we have the cargo railway route 2. So a reminder that you don't have any more cargoes automatically coming from outside. You have to create the lines yourself and then control the number of vehicles in those lines. So we can connect this over here and bring it back. And I hope that's it. The line color in there is just awful, like for the first one. So I will change this a little bit. There we go. We have our first train coming in here, and this will start hopefully working for us. I also want, we have a few options in here actually. We have another connection over there, and we have another connection over here. What I think I'll do, I'll make another connection here because this is very close, and for now we'll keep it this way. I don't think we need a lot of rail connections in here, and to see how this plays out. Although this is not connected to the outside world, but this is, all right. So maybe we know where we'll go. We'll go over there. So we'll do the long one, and now I'm a bit lost in here. There you go. And complete that line. Go back in here. Whoops, wrong option. And change the color from that one as well. I might do, like, obviously cargo is this copper line, but you can't barely see it. So I'll go in there. Also, we can't copy it, so that is not great. Copy the color. I would love to have the same colors in there. But with this, we can see how that's going, and we can see if they start bringing any cargo or not. Not at the moment. I think this will also wait for some balancing in there, and we'll have to keep an eye on this over here, on the in and out. There you go, they're going out, going that way. This one will come in. All right, and we have our train with some cargo in here, which is this one that's going away. Ooh, look at that. That's so cool. Let's go on the right speed in here. I love to see how this works. And this is the rail yard that we just built, by the way. So yeah, this will be an interesting area. Oh, autosave. But this will be an interesting area for us to work in the future. I'm really keen to see what we can do in here as well. Awesome. All right. This is working, and we'll see how this will affect us. This is obviously importing that cargo in there. And I would do more farmland in this area. I don't want any residential, or maybe we can do some industry there as well. The wind is going that way. We could do the industry on this side, but over here I want the farmlands. And as we know, we need the livestock. We'll work on that. I don't think we have any fertile land in here. No. So that'll be livestock all around. Let me do it, and I'll be right back. All right, this is looking much better, and I like how this is turning out. And our little creek, I would say, is interesting at the moment. I don't know what's going on in there, but it's getting the water all the way here. That's a little bit weird. Yeah, there's definitely a slope in there. And if you're filling this with water, then I guess the water is making their way in there. So, well, we'll give it more time. We are on the maximum speed in here. I can't see water anywhere in here. And I guess if the water reaches in here, there is kind of a bump, so it will keep the water in there for a bit. We'll see how this all work. At the moment, we can see that there is water coming here, and in theory, it should be flowing into this area. I just don't know if this is like filling up until it can actually flow over there. Let me change the shadow in here just so we can see a little bit better. Yeah, it seems like it should at some point overflow over there as well. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, there is a little bit more water in here. I think it is slowly filling up all the gaps in here, and this will change with time. We'll see how that works. I don't know. For now, I'm happy with what we have in there. And oh, there is something happening in here. Oh, huge car traffic that caused a fire on all the trees and the houses around this area and blocked the whole traffic. Fantastic. Oh, what could go wrong? The fire engine is just stuck over there, I would guess. And this semi truck is over here as well. We definitely need this to, like fire trucks to come in here. Otherwise, everything will be kind of a disaster. But there we go. They are sorting this out. Traffic is flowing again, and we should be all happy. All right. So we've mentioned about doing something in here and the need for some planning. So the train cargo is some of that planning that I was mentioning, because what I want to do is a straight connection with this road as we start doing here that will fit into this area. And I'm thinking that we might do some sort of commercial area somewhere in here. Maybe we'll use this little bit in here for that, but that would mean that I would have to remove this sewage outlet from here, as well, we definitely don't want this to be a sewage dump. So what we could do is we have this area, or maybe over here, that is hopefully flat. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's flat. And then we can go into the water. We don't have the wastewater treatment plants yet, so let's get in there. Water and sewage, water treatment plants, and we can use that. This treat a lot more water than the sewage treatment. We pump 100,000 cubic meters, and this one we treat 300,000. And as the city grows, we need more of this, and this would be a lovely addition, and we're making some money. So, you know what? Let's get that in there. This will jump up, and we will definitely remove this. Yes, no more dumping of sewage on the river, please. Thank you. Remove those pipes, and this will take a while to go, but you know, this will eventually happen. What's going on in here? Why are you all changing lanes in there, and you are all doing U-turns, and why do we have traffic lights? There's a lot of questions in this in this junction here. This is all wrong. Come on, you don't need to do that. There we go. Now they are flowing a little bit better. The idea when you have a roundabout is for you to go around the roundabout to make the U-turn, not do a U-turn where it's definitely forbidden. But you know, traffic in this game sometimes is a little bit chaotic. I think that's the word I'm looking for. So if we're thinking about this, we will need those tiles. And if we're gonna do some work in here, we do have some challenge in terms of the terrain in there. For the moment, I don't know how we're gonna deal with the terrain. What I think I would do is, well, I'll do this just so I can remove that. You know what? I'll remove the whole thing. And I'll flat this a little bit. And not everything, it's just the area that would make sense for us to flat, which is kind of this curve in here. And then we can go in here and bring that lovely curve back in. There we go. Just so we have an area where we will start work. Now, I'm changing my mind a little bit, because I don't think we'll start to work on this straight away. I think we might leave this for the next episode, and I just noticed something that I want to change over there as well. But let me get this in the middle there and bring this straight. There we go. Remove the traffic lights, as I definitely know that I don't need that. And I want some green in this road, like in the middle of the road. And I'll bring, oops, can't do that, can't do there. Can only do here. And do some trees in the middle there. All right, we'll do the same in here, because that makes a lot of sense. And we have this nice and better looking entrance to the city. All right, I like it, and this will get us sorted for this area. How are we doing with the industry now that we added so many livestock? Oh, we're doing a lot better now, and with a lot of surplus. How are our cargo station doing? So we have a lot of storage in there, as we can see. That is normal. And our trains are carrying basically nothing. All right, for now it's been a waste, but this is a planning for the future. As we know, this is the idea. There is that this will help us in the future of the city, not right now. So this is something that will help us out later on. I also mentioned that we might do a little bit more industry. How is our demand for that? We certainly have demand for commercial, and we do have a little bit of demand for office, although we still have some unoccupied buildings. We'll see how our education is at the moment as well. We have some unoccupied industry buildings. They have like a lot of unemployment at the moment. No, we need more people in the city. All right, that's great. In terms of education, our well-educated citizens are over here, and our educated citizens are over here. Slightly growing, slowly growing in there, but that is also expected. If you look at college capacity, we should be very good. Yes, high school, very good. Elementary school, everything's hot, and we should be all right. So how is demand for elementary school? We don't have an elementary school in here, and I'll think that with that demand, we would do well having something here, but we'll also do well in having some more residential. As we know, we need more jobs. So what we were doing is, let's take a look at this. We have our kind of residential ring in here, and I think I might do some commercial, some residential in this area, and we'll do all medium density over there. I might do these over here as well and leave things ready for them as we grow. We might do mixed housing in this area just to see how that goes in this, because this will bring more commercial, of course, and definitely more residential, which our demand has just gone down because we have quite a lot of buildings coming up. But this will bring those workers that we need and push a little bit more for the demand to go up and for the businesses. We are also complaining at the moment for not enough customers, although efficiency of our commercial area is through the roof. And let's see, profitability for commercial is pretty good actually. I don't know why they're complaining. Look at the office profit, 100%. Like, how can you complain about that? Tell me about it, right? But yeah, with all these people, we bring more residential, hopefully more consumers, and this will also increase, or I'm looking at the wrong place in here. Yeah, that'll bring more unemployed people, but it's still very low, and bringing those jobs in, that will help us a lot as well. And I do need, as I mentioned, a elementary school around here. And I think, oh, we have that pathway in there. We could change it, or I could do this school kind of here. I think that'll be good for this area. Could go a little bit further over there, or even on this side of the roundabout. Maybe over here. I would be happy with this. Can we give them a playground? Oh, look at this. It just fits so well in there. Unfortunately, not the same thing with the children's clinic, but that is fine. Look at the capacity for this elementary school. Everyone coming here, I'll increase capacity because everyone in this region will look for the school over here. Although we now have, oh no, we still have more demand for that. So if I look at the other one, oh, ouch. All right, I think we need to rebuild it. That explains a lot. The building has been destroyed by disaster. Select the rebuild button to activate the build tool. Why do I have to select it if, like, that's exactly... Oh, that has created a lot of problems in there. Alright, that doesn't work. We'll have to remove it and do it again. I think we can safely do this though. There we go. And we are good. Now this has 21 people and this should be... Where is that? This one. Should be full, but if you look at overall, we have capacity and this will, again, future-proof us a little bit while this all gets grown and built. So as we look through this, we probably need more commercial. Yep. I will get more commercial in this area over here. With all these buildings coming up in this area, these will be needed. I think we have in there. Yes, we do. And look at this, all changing, and this area is again growing. I love to look at these buildings and how they change, how they grow, and how the area just looks different, you know? By the way, I've added one extra lane in here while I was building the other side because I noticed some traffic and this helped them a lot. And I think we could help them out on this side as well. Feels like, well, what I wanted to do in here, I'll probably do commercial and then residential on the sides there. Oh, new signature building available. Villa City, an old-style soda bar with a large rooftop terrace where patrons can enjoy their beverage while taking in the sights. I'll definitely use that. Let's take a look at what that gives us. Oh, we have the muscle car garage as well, yes. So let's start with the villa, which is a really nice small building. This will give us well-being within 500 meters, attractiveness for the city, and less import costs. And did we have like a small little place in here? Oh, unfortunately, we can't fit that in there. I'm trying to find now a nice little place to put this. Feels like this might be a good place just next to that fire station. And I'll do this because we have more residential and offices in this area. Now for the muscle car, cool and special car sold, bought and repaired right here. So this gives us well-being, attractiveness, and less import costs as well. But for the muscle car, oh, this is a really nice garage in there. I wonder where we could make this looks great. Feels like this is a very good area for that. Or maybe at the end of the road in here. On the main road, I think that would be better. Kind of entering in the city. Oh, if that's an entering the city vibe, then I might just change it to this corner. I think that would look a little bit better. Also, this. I don't like the way the terrain is in there though. Or to have like a more flat terrain on here. But at the same time, this looks like not the right place for this building. This area is a little bit different. So what I might do is go near the industry in here and use this area for that. Now, I want to see the lines. Oh, another signature building. Luxurious living space at the top of high-end restaurant made for those who appreciate life for its pleasure. I think I have a place for that. But for this one, well, we might do it near the train station here. This would fit perfectly in here. Oh, although this won't give me well-being for anyone in this area, I think this will fit extremely well. And being close to the train station in there, I think it makes a lot of sense to be here. This is it. This is what we are doing. And that sign isn't looking great at the moment. Company is Mariners and selling vehicles. All right, back to our other area in here. And we know that we have more signature buildings, and it is a mixed residential signature building with the Epicurean Garden. All right, more well-being and attractiveness for the region. And as this area is all mixed density anyway, we could go in this corner or that corner. Oh, this corner would be quite cool actually. I like it. And there we go. This is how this looks like. Still need to find a company in there, but I think within time this will change and we will get someone in there. So let's see, company none yet. Now they're happy, which is changing. Lack of entertainment in the area is a problem. Maybe we should change that. And I want a large park in here, which we don't have park maintenance yet, by the way. So let's get that as well and see what we could do in this area. Or if I could fit something in there, it would be fantastic. But I don't think I can fit anything like with a sizable size that would go just right in there. This is too big. This is too big. But this could go around here still. Next to the school, why not? It has the same depth, and I think that will help this area a lot while we progress to milestone 9, Rivertown. Oh, that's so good. Give us high density for commercial now, which is something that I was looking like for a while, because this will start to unlock a new level of density for our city, and that'll be great for us. But looking at our city statistics, unemployment is back down again. The situation with not enough customers, it seems to be a lot more control at this point, which I love it. And well, this area is also growing alongside with traffic issues, like for example this one. But one thing that I want to do just before we go is to come into this area that it's basically our service area, and seems like we have a bit of a backup with the trains in here. I might even add another train connection, although they're not bringing anything as far as I know yet, so I won't bother too much. This is wastewater, so I might leave some space in there. I want a... not this one. This one, park maintenance depot. This is not too large, so I think that I could get away with having this in here. That will allow more vehicles as well, and all right, less maintenance. And how are we doing with road services? I hope we have some. We don't have any. All right, so we need road service. I think I'll go with this on this side. We certainly need that for the city, because this is not looking very good at the moment. I would love to be able to actually see them going. Let's see, let's take a look. It's already looking better, but they still have quite a lot of work to do. There is all these areas still to go, but they will do it. Like there are some vehicles working on this area, some in there. I just don't like when they get all together, like going on the same roads, but as they progress, they start to choose different routes and go different ways, and this will be all done in no time. This will also help reduce traffic issues because this will avoid traffic accidents, and that's definitely something that we can use in our favor. And as this all happen, as you can see, our demand is going up for basically everything. So students for medium demand, high density for students as well. This is right there. Demand for commercial, definitely there. What I want to do is look into this area, and this is, I really struggle to see what this all is, but this is commercial. So what I want to do is start to change things around a little bit. Maybe that's not how I want to go. So I think I'll bring this all the way through here and add then some options for higher density in there, so we can see our first high density commercial buildings in this area. And that again will provide more jobs, and we employ more people, and they will be happy. Oh man, what? What's happening here? Look at this car over there. Oh, did the ambulance crash? Yes, the ambulance crashed. Oh, got some cars inside the building. I hit the cars on the park on the road in there. At least the police car is already here, securing the site. We also need a road maintenance car in here. Also have a fire engine coming back, all right? No worries. That's pretty good. In terms of education, our college is again getting to its limits, but that's basically because we're adding more elementary school, adding more people, and these will create definitely more demand for that. And we're starting to see some demand for university as well. But definitely not something we will do today. And these are our first high density commercial buildings in this area. I love it. I really like some of these buildings, like they look very, very unique, and the texture on the buildings as well. They just look so good. Just trying to find like better ways to show you these buildings, but there's quite a lot happening here. Nice, really nice area over here. And now we have a company working. Yeah, we have their logo. Everyone's happy. Are they happier with the still unreliable healthcare? I think I might know why, but we can take a look at that. Have this medical clinic in here, so that's actually very good. Not on that side though. We might need something a little bit larger, but the problem is mainly around here. There is nothing on this area. So we can help them out and give them an option for a clinic. Now, this will potentially have to go. No, we have the power line in there. Well, we can certainly move this a little bit further back. Let's do this. And you go over there. That's the trade-off, right? You have a little bit less house in there, but you then finally get your health coverage in place. There you go. All the connections in here. And away we go. surely this will make them happier and they will stop complaining about it. There we go. Now, at the beginning, we saw police, right? We are down to 5% crime probability. It's still a bit high on the success rate in there. And well, I would think because like there are things that's pretty far away and not enough coverage on those areas. And like in here, or even on this side, what we could do to help this out is maybe, just maybe, add some police station for them over here. I'll do here. We can move that out later if we want to, but the idea is that this will bring the crime success rate a lot lower on this area, because then cars won't have to go all the way here, right? They'll be all close by. But this will certainly help us. We can also increase the number of cars in here as we're using them all, and I might do the same thing in here. And well, if we're doing this, I might go in there and you know what? There you go. Especially when you have vehicles and maintenance, that might help quite a lot. And that's definitely something that's worthwhile doing, because this will get more patrols on the road and the success rate will go down quite a lot. Now we just need obviously to wait a little bit to see the change that this will cause. You'll see that this will change a little bit, go up and down, and then when everything is balanced out, then this will go down, hopefully. The other way to reduce this is to unlock the police headquarters, which we'll do soon, and unlock the helicopter. Then there'll be like pretty fast reach for everyone in the area. This is looking quite good, but I think before we go, there is one more building that I want to add in this area. Let me look at this. If you go into development and we look at the police administration, I'm thinking, wasn't the welfare? I'm more thinking about the city hall. So what I'll do, I'll unlock both and we will get the city hall. Oh, it's quite a large building as well. We may need to rethink where that goes. If I go in this area, I have to remove one of those. That's fine. I can remove that road. I'm just thinking which road would be best to remove. I think this one. And then I can get this right there. And just to make this make a little bit more sense in here, what I'll also do is bring a little bit of residential in this area, just to start connecting these areas. And some businesses in here, just so it makes a little bit more connected with everything. It's just not like a throne building in there for now, but as we work through this will change quite a lot. And promise final change in here. And while all that grows, we will take a look at other things. I can see that we have some traffic issues in there. One easy way that I can see that I can fix this is bring an extra lane in there so they can choose if they want to turn or go straight. In here, it's quite a big mess, so I'll try to do something similar. This will automatically add some traffic lights in there, which I'm not happy about. I'll try to keep this one as one lane only and remove these traffic lights in here. All right, this should be enough to help us out. You'll see, things should be a little bit better. Good. I didn't want to put in this because of the trees in there, although I've changed it and now they have to grow again. All right, our commercial, high density commercial is all done in there. That is fantastic. Look at this, unemployment is down. If we look at education, things are getting better. That is very good. Crime rates, look at that. That's very, very good. If I go in here, went down a little bit. Still a way to go. I think we can do better, but that'll be for another episode. And in terms of production, now that everything is balanced, we are producing a lot, thankfully, and we are not on the negative. We are on the negative now for the grain and still for the vegetable, but we need fertile land to work on that. We'll do, not today again, but we'll get there. Now, we have grown this area quite a lot. I am quite happy with all the results. We have added our farms and improved our capacity for livestock. We also added some cargo trains that will hopefully help us in the long run in there and expanded the city. So couldn't be happier about this, although I think we diverged a little bit from the initial goal of the build, but it's still, this will be a lot, this is a lot of preparation for the high density that we are aiming for. And we also changed our water system and water treatment to be inland water treatment instead of just dropping that in the river, which for me, it's a big, big win. So making more money, have more people in the city. We, at the moment, have 16,000 people in the city, and we have 5,000 per hour of income. All success, I would say. So let me know what you think and what you want to see next. I'm more than happy to show you out, although I do have a few episodes recorded for the end of the year, so it might take a little bit for me to get to that, but keep your suggestions coming. They are making their way into the build, that's for sure. I like the police coverage, thank you for mentioning that, and we are getting that all sorted. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and thank you a lot for all the subscribers, for all the people that are watching, for everyone that's leaving a like, and for all my patrons as well. I really appreciate you all. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.